everyone. Today's topic is factors that influences the software development. Factors are nothing but facts ಅಂದರೆ ಯಾವುದೆಲ್ಲ ಒಂದು ಸಾಫ್ಟ್ವೇರ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಭಾವ ಬೀರುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಈ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ಕು. There are some factors which are influences to the software development. Some are I have listed here. The first one is listening and communication skills, team building, project manager, the difference in environment configuration, code review, time, scope, number of developers, as well as location. The first point is listening and communication skills. Here, listening is also a skill. If you have a better listener, then you can understand the client's needs and requirement perfectly. Once you understand their needs, you can able to judge how much time it will take to complete the project, how much money and means cost it will be for a project, and you can also make a decide about the tool which can be used in the software for project development. And one more, communication skills will be come into the picture, because once you understand your client's needs, you can able to communicate with your team member, even with the client if any changes are required in the project. So listening and communication skills both are necessary while starting the project development. So next point is team building. Team building is very important in the project development, because making a project individually it will take a lot of time and cost and effort also. So in order to solve their problems, team is very important. See, building a team will solve many conflicts which is arises in the software development. For example, making a group like classes helps to finish the project as soon as possible. Means in a team, a member has to be divided, like some members has to collect the information, means requirement collection. Some members has to code it, some members has to test it, someone has to document the project. These are the many steps will be involved in the software development. So those steps are individually given to the team members. If at all team is not there, all these work has to be done individually, so it will be very cost effective, and it is very important point also in the software development. So next point is project manager. See here, project manager means in the team member one has to be a manager. The name itself says manager means managing the things. He has to be take care of all the coordination among the team, like providing the resources to the team and managing the sequences in the software development. ಅಂದರೆ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಸೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ ಇಲ್ವಾ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜರು ಅದನ್ನು ನೋಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜಿಂಗ್ ದ team is also very important. If we can say it is a leadership qualities. So this is also very important to run the software development smoothly and successfully. The next point is the difference in environment configuration, which means suppose in the team or in the project development, some has some configuration in the computer, some if the configuration frequently changing, then it will take lot of time to configure the system itself. So in order to avoid these conflicts, you have to have a consistent configuration in your computer. ಅಂದರೆ ಈಗ ಪ್ರತಿ ಪ್ರತಿ ಪೀರಿಯಡಿಗೆ ಒಂದ್ಸರಿ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಕಾನ್ಫಿಗರೇಷನ್ನ ನೀವು ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಟೀಮ್ ಮೆಂಬರ್ಸಿಗೆ ಅದೇ ಒಂದು ಕೆಲಸ ಆಗಿಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ಪ್ರತಿ ಸರಿಯ ಕಾನ್ಫಿಗರೇಷನ್ನ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಮತ್ತು ಸಾಫ್ಟ್ವೇರ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ತುಂಬ ಟೈಮ್ ತೊಗೊಳುತ್ತೆ. ನೀವು ಆ ಡ್ಯೂರೇಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ನ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಸಾಫ್ಟ್ವೇರ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಕನ್ಸಿಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಕಾನ್ಫಿಗರೇಷನ್ ಇರೋದು ತುಂಬ ಮುಖ್ಯ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕೋಡ್ ರಿವ್ಯೂ. This review word you might have seen in many applications. Nowadays, by seeing the reviews, the goods or things are purchased in e-market. Likewise, the review will give the proper clarity about the coding. If at all any bugs are there, you can easily erase in the previous stages itself. you need not to go to the final stage. In the beginning itself, in the earlier stage itself, you can fix the bugs. So for this, code review is very necessary. It also it is also used to maintain the coding standard. ಲೈಕ್ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಇವಾಗ ರಿವ್ಯೂನ ನೋಡಿ ನಾವು ರಿವ್ಯೂ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಯೂಶ್ವಲಿ ವರ್ಸ್ಟ್, ಬೆಸ್ಟ್, ಗುಡ್, ಆವ್ರೇಜ್, ಲೈಕ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ರಿವ್ಯೂಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ದೇರ್. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಆ ಆವ್ರೇಜ್ ಅಥವಾ ಗುಡ್ ಅಂತ ರಿವ್ಯೂಸ್ನ ನೋಡಿಕೊಂಡು ನಮ್ಮ ಕೋಡಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ಸ್ನ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು. ಸೊ ಸಪೋಸ್ ಏನಾದರೂ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೋದು. So this is about code review. This is also very important in software development. Next point is time. As we know, time is very important in everyone's life, even in every stages. Here, the complexity of the project will you give the time duration. Like for example, you can fix the time. ಇವಾಗ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೆಕ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಕಷ್ಟವಾಗಿದೆ, ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಟೈಮು ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. Suppose for example, if you have a lot of things to write, it will take a lot of time. If you want to write one page, it will take less time. The same way here, the group of members are more in the project team, the time is also less to complete the project. Sometimes unordered group, like if the group members are not properly built, then it may lead to the project failures. So you need that time also, time it will be more to correct those failures. So time is very important in development cycle. The next point is scope. Scope means in a project development, which stage is having more scope. ಸ್ಕೋಪ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಉದ್ದೇಶ, ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಸ್ಕೋಪ್ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ ಅದು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮೇಜರ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಎನಿಥಿಂಗ್ ಇಫ್ ಯು ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಡೂ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಮನಿ ಸೇಕ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಒನ್ ಮೋರ್ ನೇಮ್ ಸೇಕ್, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ದ ಸ್ಕೋಪ್ ಈಸ್ ಮೇಜರ್ಲಿ ಫಾರ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್. ಸಿ suppose some companies cost will be more and less based on one complexity of the project. ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೆಕ್ಸಿಟಿ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಕಾಸ್ಟು ಡಿಸೈಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಒನ್ ಥಿಂಗು. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು, ಸಮ್ ಕಂಪನೀಸ್ ಹೌ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಗಿವಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಯಾಲರಿ ಟು ದ ದೇರ್ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯೀಸ್, ಬೇಸ್ಡ್ ಆನ್ ದಟ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ದ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಡಿಸೈಡ್. ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಇವಾಗ ಒಂದು ಕಂಪನಿ ಅವರ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯೀಸಿಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಸ್ಯಾಲ್ರಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಅವ್ರ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಕೂಡ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ಆ ಕಾಸ್ಟಿಂದನೇ ಅವರು ಸ್ಯಾಲ್ರಿ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು, ಬೇರೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಂಡಿಚರ್ಸ್ನ ನೋಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ ಸಾಫ್ಟ್ವೇರ್ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್. See, one more point if I want to say about scope means you need to understand what you will get at the end stages of the software development. So this is also become a scope. And one more, what are the things, what are the other technologies you need to adapt at the end of the software development. For example, you can add a API. API means application program interfaces, and if you want to add a database to the software means project, and if you want to link any other related software also become a scope of the project. So next point is number of developers. Number of, you might have heard, suppose in a company, if any new project arises, if any new big project arises, so company manager or company supervisor will hire the developers. ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಅವರು ತಗೊಳ್ತಾರೆ ಡೆವಲಪರ್ಸ್ನ, ಅಥವಾ ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯೀಸ್ನ ಹೈಯರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ನ ವಿತಿನ್ ಡ್ಯೂರೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ರೀಸನ್ ದ ಡೆವಲಪರ್ಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಹೈಯರ್ಡ್ ಬೇಸ್ಡ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೆಕ್ಸಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ದ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಡ್ಯೂರೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್. ಸೊ ವಿತಿನ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಲಿಮಿಟಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರು ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ನ ಫಿನಿಷ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಡೆವಲಪರ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ನೆಸಸರಿ, ಸೊ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಹೈಯರ್. So next point is location. Location factors influences more on the software project development, because I will give you one example. See, for example, if you buy any things locally, it will cost less to you. Suppose if you want to purchase things which is from foreign or out of country, then it may cost more, right? So same way here, the location also matters. If the company is located locally, then the cost of the software development will be less compared to if the company is located out of country, because of developer salary and the lifestyle of the developers and expenditure within the country will become a matter.